I'm Matthew Alvarez here with Dr. Jason Dean here in Las Vegas. Doctor, doing great things for our country. What's on the radar? What's going on now?
Oh man, so I've been diving a lot into nanotechnology. I don't know if you heard of nanotechnology or not. They're taking all the vaccine pipelines for Moderna, Pfizer, J&J, all of them across the board. They're creating mRNA vaccines for everything. So this wasn't just a COVID situation. They're going for across the board mRNA technology, but also nanotechnology. And nanotechnology, I always tell people, look this up. Go to YouTube, Rice University, Michigan State University. They're actually creating a cycle where they can put nanotechnology in the body, heavy metal nanotechnology, and they can control it from a distance with electricity. It actually self-organizes in the body. And so what we're doing here, they're going for the full-on beast system, which is literally get people injected with this stuff. They're using it for agricultural uses as well, to the point where a lot of people are breathing it in. Long term, we discovered some Freedom of Information Act information where they're going to be able to control people physically as well as potentially mentally through cell phones, from helicopters, the Department of Defense. This is not only the weaponization of government, this is the weaponization of military on our very own citizens. When this happens and you get adults as well as children injected with all this stuff through vaccines, food system, air, you name it, you lose America, because ultimately we have now the CBD system coming in, that the money will be tied to this. You now have complete, infinite slavery, essentially, spiritual slavery as well, of the American people and our children, our next generation and civilization. This is how you take down America. I mean, it sounds really scary and it almost sounds far out, right? It sounds like this is way too sci-fi. No, this is actually, there's documentation on this. But the real problem is, it's not just about elections. It's about the destruction of America so they can create this one world, new world order government, and they do it through technocracy.
All right, so you're showing people the technocratic government that does want to be installed in this country and around the world. So what are you doing to help kind of combat that in this country?
Yeah, so one, detoxification. As a doctor, we get people to get the metals out of the body, choosing not to be vaccinated, because that's the first step, right? They're getting people to put wearables on so that they can be tracked, their phones, etc. But then get this stuff out of their body, and then it's education, right? So it's a lot of seminars, it's a lot of speaking, it's a lot of going to these things to educate people. It's a lot of podcasting saying, hey, one, stop accepting this, don't comply. Now that COVID comes back around again, no complying, no more vaccines. We have to start changing the way we live in this country, right? We have to start making better choices. Stop listening to major corporations and the World Economic Forum. Start trusting us, start trusting God, and realize, hey, we got to get this stuff out of us. We have to detox our minds. And then on top of that, it's a knowledge. We have to know what's coming so we can avoid it.
Where can people find your information to learn more about what you're talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. BraveTV.com is the best way. Obviously, we're on Rumble and social media, but head over to BraveTV.com. That's where we put up articles, and then you can find all that platform. And you can find more information about the nanotechnology. We go far more in depth in it so that we can help people stay away from this.
Dr. Dean, thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.